What if I told you that the person you think you are, your ego, your identity, is just an illusion? A story your mind has crafted, but not the real you. It's a bold claim, but both ancient wisdom and modern science are pointing us toward this startling truth. Welcome to the ego trap, where the more you cling to your sense of self, the more you suffer. But here's the good news. Once you see through the illusion, you can find freedom, peace, and a deeper connection to the world around you. Today we're going on a journey, a hero's journey, to explore why your identity isn't what it seems, guided by Buddhist teachings and cutting-edge neuroscience. And by the end, you might just discover that letting go of who you think you are is the key to becoming who you're meant to be. Picture this: swirling colours, like a Van Gogh sky, spinning behind these words as we unravel the mystery of the self. Ready? Let's step into it. First, let's travel back 2,500 years to the wisdom of the Buddha. He dropped a bombshell that still echoes today. There is no permanent, unchanging self. In Buddhism, this is called Anatta, or no self. The Buddha said, all things are not self. When one sees this with wisdom, one turns away from suffering. What's he getting at? Think of your identity like a river, always flowing, always shifting. You're not the same person you were yesterday, or even a second ago. Your thoughts flicker, your emotions rise and fall, your body changes with every breath. So where's the you in all that? Buddhism says it's just a label, a convenient name we give to this ever-moving stream of experience. But here's the trap. When we cling to it, when we say, this is me, this is mine, we suffer. We fight to defend something that doesn't even exist. Imagine trying to grab water in your fist. It slips away, and the harder you squeeze, the more you lose. That's the ego trap in action. Now let's jump to the present day, where science is backing this up in wild ways. Neuroscientists like Dr. Bruce Hood argue that the self isn't a thing, it's a story. Your brain's got this network called the default mode network that kicks in when you're daydreaming or obsessing over yourself. It stitches together memories, habits, and feelings into what feels like a solid me. But here's the kicker, that me isn't fixed. Studies show it can unravel. Take meditation. Experienced practitioners have reported their ego vanishing entirely in deep states, feeling boundless, like they're one with everything. Or look at psychedelics. Research from Johns Hopkins shows that substances like psilocybin can quiet that default mode network, dissolving the sense of self. Even brain injuries can do it. People wake up after a trauma and say, I don't know who I am anymore. The science is clear. The ego's just a neural trick, a ghost in the machine. And when the machine glitches, the ghost disappears. So where does that leave you? Let's make it personal. Picture yourself as the hero of this story. You've spent your life playing this character, your ego. It's got a name, a job, a list of likes and dislikes. But one day you hear a call to adventure, a nagging thought that maybe this you isn't the full picture, maybe it's a mask. So you set out to find the truth. It's not easy. There are trials along the way. Doubts creep in. If I'm not this, then who am I? Fears bubble up. What happens if I let go? The ego fights back, clinging to its script. But you keep going, peeling back the layers. You meditate, you question, you watch your thoughts drift by like leaves on a stream, and then, in a quiet moment, it hits you. There's no fixed you behind it all. The mask falls, and what's left isn't emptiness, it's freedom. You've won the victory, slaying the illusion of the ego trap. You return to your life not as the same old character, but transformed, lighter, more open, more alive. How do you start this quest in real life? Buddhism's got a killer tool, mindfulness. It's simple but profound. Just watch your mind without getting tangled in it. Next time you're mad, jealous, or even proud, pause. Ask, who's feeling this? Look for the I behind it. Spoiler, you won't find it. The anger's there, sure, but there's no solid you owning it. It's just passing through. Neuroscience loves this too. Studies show mindfulness dials down that default mode network, quieting the ego's noise. Try it. Sit for 5 minutes a day, breathing, noticing. Thoughts come, thoughts go. You're not them, you're the space they move through. It's like watching a Van Gogh painting unfold in your head. Wild streaks of colour, but you're the calm canvas underneath. Over time, the ego's grip softens and peace sneaks in. That's the treasure at the end of this journey. Here's the bottom line. The ego trap is a seductive lie, but it's not unbreakable. Buddhism and neuroscience agree. The self is a story, not a fact. Cling to it, and you're stuck. Let it go, and you're free. Free from the need to prove yourself, to defend yourself, to be anything other than what you are right now. As the Zen master Dogen put it, to study the self is to forget the self. When you forget the self, the problems tied to it, fear, pride, resentment, start to fade. No self, no problem, as the saying goes. So take this as your invitation. Step out of the trap and into the wide open space of who you really are. Imagine it, colours swirling, stars bursting like a Van Gogh night, carrying you beyond the illusion. If this dive into the ego trap sparked something in you, hit that subscribe button and join us at Reflection of Essence for more journeys into philosophy, stoicism, and the path to inner peace. Like and share this video. Let's spread the wisdom far and wide. You've got the tools now. Question the ego, watch the mind, let go of the story. The real you isn't the trap, it's the freedom beyond it. See you in the next one.